So hello everyone. This video is more as a review for everything we learned from the beginning of the semester one. So I will go over the different concepts we learned and we'll solve some exercises so you can be ready for the exam one for technology. So for main topic, we did study in technology so far. First one is problem solving process. Second is the definition of computer. What is a computer? What makes a computer a computer? Then input and output. And lastly, we talked about processing. So starting with the problem solving process, we have 4 steps for problem solving: define, prepare, try, and reflect. So reflect. Okay. So speaking of define, first thing first is we need to know what the problem is that we need to solve. Okay. So we cannot come up with any solution before knowing what the problem is. Second part is the prepare part is to know to prepare different possible solutions. So basically to brainstorm different idea about the possible solutions that we need to implement. Then in the try, we put the plan into action, which means we try the solutions that we had in the previous step. And finally, we check the result. What did we achieve? If we reach the goal or not, if we had any problem, if we can solve the problem in a better way next time, and if we faced any new problem during the process. And this process repeats itself until finally we reach the final solution. Okay? So what makes a computer a computer? Basically, a computer is a machine, electronic device that works with information. So it takes data from the user and then it displays data to the user. So we have the computers, the normal ones that we know, laptops and desktop. We have smartphones. We have embedded computers, the ones that are inside cars, inside machines, like washing machine. We have inside, for example, the trademark, the sport machine, and more. Input and output devices, we use them to insert information and take out information from the computer, okay? So basically input used to insert information inside the computer. So to get information from the user or insert information from the user inside the computer. Example of input, keyboard, mouse, and scanner. Output is to take out information from the computer. Best example, monitor, printer, and speaker. So some devices can work at the same time as input and output devices. Example, flash memory, fax, and the monitor. Okay, so here we have some examples of input and output. So keyboard, scanner, microphone, mouse, and camera are input devices. Output, printer, headphone, monitor, speaker. Last not least, so processing as a definition is how we can turn the input into an output. So we have tools to we have input tools or devices, and we have output devices. So we use the processing. The processing is how to make the input into an output. Okay, so we have also 4 types of processing: if then, comparing, matching, and counting. So if then used for mostly as conditions. So these are some examples. If I eat a pint of ice cream, then I will gain weight. So you see, it's a conditional statement. If I gain weight, then I ate a pint of ice cream. It can be a converse of the conditional statement. So still we are speaking about conditions. If I do not eat a piece or a pint of ice cream, then I will not gain weight. So this is an inverse of conditional statement. Still, so everything related to condition is if then, okay? Every time you want to use conditions, means we're using if then as a type of processing. Comparing, mostly used to compare numbers. Okay, so we have different two numbers. We need to check which one is bigger than the other, or if they are equal or not. This is comparing. Okay, also we can compare the height. Height. Okay, who is taller than the other? Okay, this is comparing. Or the weight, for example. These are examples. Who has more weight? Okay, this is comparing. So mostly mean not all the time used for to compare numbers with each other. So finding a match is how to match two things together. Let's say we have two images, we need to find matches between them. Let's say I need to find a colleague for study. I cannot find a colleague for study if they don't have, like, if we don't have similarities together. Let's say I want to find someone who has same birthday as mine. You see, this is matching. Let's say I want to find someone who live in the same city and same building as mine in my school. You see, this is matching. Okay, this is a simple example of matching. And counting has a trick. Okay. Counting is counting number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 is to count how many objects there are. Okay, so the trick in counting, we use most of the time how many question. Okay, every time you see how many, that means we're using a counting. This is everything we've learned so far in technology. So I'm going to solve some exercises from the quiz 3. So you guys can be familiar. Also, there will be some sample exam for you. You will be doing it. So, what is the type of processing if we are trying to find a good friend? So we want to find a friend that is matching to us. That means it's matching. Okay. This is okay. Let me go to presentation. Matching. Okay. So what is the type of process if we're trying to, you see, every time we see this, how many, that means we're using accounting. Now let's check another question. So what is the type of processing? Also, another trick to know the counting is when we check this, the number of. Okay, so how many and the number of, that means it's counting. These two examples of counting. Let's see some other questions. Okay, number of students, it's counting. So this is a condition. what is the type of processing if we're checking the answer is correct or not. That means we need to check if it is true or not. Okay, so this is condition. What is the type of processing if we're trying to find a colleague for studying? That's mean matching. Okay. So what is the type of processing? Find the population. Okay, population, that's mean we need to find a number of people in the world. Okay, that mean we need to find the number of people, which mean it is counting. So we're counting all human on earth. So what if we want to find what is a, okay, this was on code.org, it is a condition. It checked that date. Okay, I click on the date here on the calendar. And let's say if I press 31, it will tell me if it's my birthday or not. Okay, so this is if then. So that was it. This is a quick review about all the material we've got so far about technology. Of course, I'm going to post sample exams that you can try as many times as you want to do it, and it will be all clear. It should not be any harder. So if you guys have any question, please don't hesitate to contact me. Stay safe and best of luck.